Pharmacy math questions are the most commonly tested in the board exams. Here, I like to present 25 must know calculations, and of those are similar to those are often seen in the board exams. So, here I like to start off with the number one. A medication is dosed at zero point 0.5 milligram per kg. What is the correct dose in milligram for a patient who weighs 44 pounds? 5 milligram, 8 milligram, C 10 milligram, D 15 milligram. Please pause the video for a few seconds and calculate yourself and find the answers. Then I like to present the answer. Correct answer is 10 milligram. And also I like to show you very simple methods how to calculate them. And also in most exams are timed. That means most of the time you have to solve these questions in a minute. So, therefore, I like to present some very important, helpful tips that could use for solving these calculations within a minute. So, let's answer this question. So, first thing here is the question is asking patient who is in the 44 pounds. So, that's a step one. First is convert pounds to kilogram. So, because answers are given in milligrams and also weight is given in kilogram, and this is the pound. So, it is important to convert pounds to kilogram. And that formula is pounds divided by 2.2. That's a conversion factor for converting from pounds to kilograms. So, if you do that here, that comes to be 20 kilogram. The second step is apply this dose to this body weight. That is zero point 0.5 milligram per kg and 20 kgs body weight. That gives you 10 milligram. So therefore, the correct answer is 10 milligram. Next, convert 60 grams to grains, and 1 grain is equals 64.8 milligram. So it is a simple conversion. So first few questions here, I like to discuss more about conversions, and then we'll jump on to the dosages, concentrations, dilutions, and also intravenous infusions. All those questions are covered in these 25 questions. So for now, convert this 60 grams to grains, which is the 1 grain is 64.8. A 700 grains, B 900, C 925, D 640 grains. Correct answer is 925 grains. So let me explain you how to do this one. So here question is for 60 grams. So answers are here, conversion is in milligram. So first step, convert grams to milligram. To convert grams to milligram, so you always have to multiply with 1000. Instead of multiplying with 1000, easy way to do is just add 3 zeros. So adding 30 is faster way to convert grams to milligram. So 60 gram is equals 60,000 milligram. And 1 grain is equals 64.8 milligram. So just divide this 64.8. So it gives you approximately 925 milligram. How much lidocaine is required to prepare 1 to 1000 of 30 ml solution? A 30 milligram, B 300 milligram, C 100 milligram, D 50 milligram. Correct answer is 30 milligram. Let's solve how do we get this answer. So first step here is 1 to 1000 ratio. And this ratio means 1 to 1000 means equals to 1 gram in 1000 milliliter. That's the ratio of 1 to 1000. And now that means 1 gram has 1000 milliliters, which is 1 gram is equals 1000, like 1000 milligram. So basically 1000 milligram, like 1000 milliliter is in 1000 milligram present in 1000 milliliter. But the question is asking just for 30 mils. So for 30 mils is how much? Then use the cross multiplication. To cross multiply, always point the arrow to the x. That's what my teacher, when I was kid, my teacher showed how to do cross multiplication. God bless my teacher. Since then, I have picked up that and helped me a lot in many calculations to solve them, especially in pharmacy calculations. So here, 1000 mil is like point always arrow to the x and another arrow to the 1000, same side. Those two arrows have to be facing on the same side to this. So if you do cross multiply, means 30 times 3000 divided by 1000. So it comes to be 30 milligram after cross multiplication. Next, a prescription call for hydrocortisone 1% cream, clotrimazole 1% cream mixed in 2 to 1 ratio to make total of 40 grams. How many grams of hydrocortisone cream is needed? A. 10 grams, B. 20 grams, C. 27 grams, D. 30 grams. Correct answer is 27 grams. So first here is breakdown how many parts. Total 2 to 1 ratio. That means 2 parts plus 1 part, total 3 parts. And this 3 part is total equals to 40 grams. So now you have weight per each part is how much? So that means total weight divided by 3 parts, that is each part is 13.3 grams. So here hydrocortisone, how many parts are you taking here? 2 parts. So therefore 1 part is 13.3. So 2 part will be 26.6 grams, or which is round up to 27 grams. So therefore 27 grams is the answer. A child weighs 53 pounds and prescribed antibiotic 50 milligram per kilogram per day and 4 dosages per day. That is QID. And that is prescribed for 7 days. And this antibiotic comes in 300 milligram per 5 mils. So the question is how many milliliters per dose should be given? A. 5 mils, B. 10 milliliters, C. 20 milliliters, and D. 4 milliliters. The correct answer is 5 milliliters. Let me solve this. How to get that 5 milliliters? So first thing you have to identify weight is given in pounds. So therefore convert weight pounds to the kilogram. The formula is 2.2. So if you divide 53, approximately 24 kilograms. And now the dose is 50 milligram per kilogram. So therefore 50 milligram for 24 kilogram, that gives you 1200 milligrams per day. But the question is asking per dose. That's a very important focus here. So per day is 1200. So patient is taking how many times here? 4 dosages per day. That means divide 1200 milligram by 4. That gives you each dose 300 milligram per dose. But answers are not given in milligram. Answers are given how many milliliters dose should be given. So it's quite a straightforward. So you have to give a 300 milligram. So here you have a 300 milligram in 5 mils. So therefore, each time patient will get 5 milliliter that consists of 300 milligram. And that's the reason why answer is 5 milliliters. How many grams of dextrose does a zero point 0.5 liters of bag of D5W contains? D5W stands for dextrose 5% in water. Here A 2.5 grams, B 5 grams, C 25 grams, and D 50 grams. The correct answer is 25 grams. So here let's solve this one. So D5W means dextrose 5% in water, which means 5% means 5 grams of dextrose in 100 mils. So here question is asking for zero point 0.5 liters. So zero point 0.5 liters also can be written as 500 mils, right? That is equals to 500 mils. So therefore, here for 500 mils is how many grams? So like I said, cross multiplication, always point the arrow to x and then another arrow to the same side direction, and then you have 500 mils divided by 100 mils and 5 grams. Mils cancel and two zeros gone. So you have a 5 into 5 that is equals to 25 grams. So that's your answer is 25 grams. Next, how many milligrams of amoxicillin are in 100 mils of 250 milligram per 5 mil suspension? Correct answer is 5000 milligram. So here, basically, this is the place you have to crack this one. That means 5 milliliters has a 250 milligram of drug. So for 100 milliliters, how many milligrams? Same thing, you can do cross multiplication, point the arrow to x, and then you have 500 mils multiplied by 250 divided by 5. So mils is gone. So here you have it 20. So that means 20 into 250. That gives you 5000 milligram. Next, how many grams of dextrose are required to prepare 5% of weight by volume of 500 ml solution? Which is same question, but I reversed that by asking the different opposite way. Correct answer is 25 grams. Remember previously we used 25 grams. So now you can solve this by 5% means again 5% means 5 grams in 100 mils. So now you have 100 mils has a 5 grams. So 500 mils how many grams? Simply cross multiply by pointing the arrow, and then that gives you 100 mils. Mils is cancel, and then 500 that gives you 25 grams, which is very similar but done opposite thing for the previous question. Next, how much of a 1 to 500 drug aqueous solution can be prepared from 10 gram of drug powder? A 5000 mils, B 1000 mils, C 500 mils, and 50,000 mils. Correct answer is 5000 mils. What is exactly it means is here you have 1 gram contain 500 mils. So 10 grams is like 1 to 500. 1 to 500 means 1 gram contains 500 mils, or if 1 gram in 500 mils. So for x mils, how many? So again, you can do the cross multiplication. So you will get grams, grams is cancelled, and then you have a 3 zeros you can multiply, and therefore it's a 5000 mils. That's a faster way to do. Many of these calculations can be solved without any calculator. However, making them simplifying, that could be more effective way of doing it. So next comes to the 10 gram of drug powder can prepare from 5,000 mils. Next, a prescription of suspension 400 milligram is given by mouth every 6 hours for 10 days. The antibiotic is available in concentration of 200 milligram per 5 mils and available in 200 mils of bottles. How many bottles were dispensed for this prescription? So for now, correct answer is 2 bottles. So to solve this question, first try to figure out total how many milligram dose patient required for every 6 hours and 10 days. Every 6 hours means 4 times a day. So 400 milligram 4 times a day for 10 days. Total dose, and then if you calculate it, so it comes to be 400 milligram of, and then it per dose, it comes to be 10 milligram, 10 mils per dose, because the concentration is 200 milligram in 5 mils. So for 400 mils, 400 milligram will be 10 mils. So each dose 10 mils, and then 4 times a day, means every 6 hours, 10 days. Total liquid is 400 mils. So each bottle is 200 mils. So therefore, if you divide this 400 by, for example, by 200, it gives you 2 bottles. So correct answer is 2 bottles. All right, next, amoxicillin 400 milligram per 5 mils and 600 milligram every 12 hours for 6 days. Dispense QS means quantity sufficient. How many mils amoxicillin you dispense? So here the key thing you have to focus on is dose every 12 hours. 600 milligram every 12 hours means in a day 1200 milligram. That is for 6 days plus multiply. So once you know the dose, answer is 100 mil. So 400 mils milligram has 5 mils. So 600 milligram dose will be how many mils? If you do cross multiply, so you get like cross multiply to the here and then here, that gives you 7.5 mils. So each dose takes 7.5 mils. So it is given twice a day for 6 days. So if you multiply 6 into 2 to 12, 12 in multiply with 7.5, that is equals to 90 mils. So the closest one here answer is 100 mils. That is approximated. Prescription for prednisone 10 milligram tablets, dispense QS means quantity sufficient. Directions are 2 tablets by mouth daily for 2 days, and then 1 tablet once daily for 3 days. So total how many tablets are dispensed? 7 tablets, because first 2 days 2 tablets, and for 2 days, that's a 2 plus 2 4 tablets, and then 3 days 1 tablet each day. So total will be 7 tablets. What is the day's supply for this prescription? Timolol 0.25% solution, 1 GTT OU twice a day, and the bottle size for 5 milliliters. 5 days, 10 days, C 15 days, D 25 days. Correct answer is 25 days. So let's solve this. Here you have direction is 2 drops twice a day. That means 4 drops. So 1 milliliter by default has a 20 drops. If the question is not specified how many drops in milliliter, which is a standard unit, is 1 milliliter has 20 drops. So now here we have a bottle size of 5 milliliter. So that means 5 milliliter have 100 drops, because 5 into 20, 100, multiply with it. And the formula for day supply is total amount of dispense divided by 1 day dose. So total dispense is 100 drops, and each day patient takes 4 drops. So if you divide 100 by 4, it gives you 25 days. So this supply of this bottle will last for 25 days. A Flovent prescription, 100 microgram per actuation, 120 actuation per bottle. The direction is 2 puffs BID. So 2 puff BID means 4 times with the aero chamber. And you dispense 1 box, means the one with the 120 actuations. So how long this supply will last? Correct answer is 30 days. Each box has a 120 dosages and patient takes 4 dosages per day. So 120 by 4 is 30 days. Next, what size of the bottle for eye drops is needed for prescription? GTT2 OU means both eyes, 4 times a day for 7 days. So 1A 6 milliliters, B 10 milliliters, C 15 milliliters, D 20 milliliters. Correct answer is 5.6 milliliters. So here let's solve this one. So GTT2OU means 2 drops in each eye. OU means both eyes. 4 times a day for 7 days. If you do that, total drops will be 112 drops. And now by default, 1 milliliter has 20 drops. So 112 drops divided by 20 drops, that gives you 5.6 mils. That is equivalent dose. Next, a prescription written for metronidazole suspension, 150 milligram every 8 hours for 7 days. The compounded suspension has concentration 4000 milligram per 250 mils. How many mils of this suspension needed to fill this prescription? A 140 mils, B 197 mils, C 210 mils, and D 350 mils. The correct answer is 197 mils. So let's solve this one. Total number of dosages every 8 hours means 3 dosages per day. And then 3 into 7 days, 21 dosages. So basically, for 7 days, 21 dosages. And total milligram needed, each dose is 150 milligram. So it is 3150 milligram dose. However, each milliliter suspension, you have to find how many milligrams per mil. So basically, this one contains 4000 milligram in 250 mils. That means 1 mil has 16 milligram per milliliters. So now you have to dispense 3150. So that means 3050 by divided by 16 per dose, then per mil, then it will be 197 mil. Round up to the 197. Next, a patient is prescribed to apply 5 grams of topical cream twice a day. The prescription is for 100-gram tube. Calculate the day supply. A 10 days, B 20 days, C 25 days, D 30 days. Correct answer is 10 days. So question says per day 5 grams, 2 times a day, so therefore 10 grams a day. So day supply is total quantity dispensed divided by quantity taken per day. 100 grams by total quantity is 100 grams and then 10 grams. So it gives you 10 days. You have 89% camphor liquid available. How many milliliters of the stock solution? How many milliliters of stock solution required to prepare 60 mils of 2% camphor solution? A. zero point 0.9 milliliters, B. 1.3 milliliters, C. 1.5 milliliters, and D. 2 milliliters. Correct answer is 1.3 milliliters. So let's solve how to do this. This can be done by dilution formula, that is C1V1 equal C2V2. So here C1 is a concentration of camphor, that is 89%, and V1 is what we have to calculate. And then 2% is C2 and 60 mils is the V2. So we have to calculate V1. So V1 equals C2 V2 divided by C1. So V1 equals C2 into 60 divided by 89. That gives you 1.35 milliliters. That's the best answer. If you combine 25 grams of 5% lidocaine ointment with 20 grams of ointment base, so what is the final concentration? A 2%, B 3%, C D 4%. Let's solve. Here this can be solved by C1 Q1 equal C2 Q2. So in this case, the question is how much, the question is after combining this 25 grams of 5% to 20 grams of ointment base, what will be the new concentration? So to solve that, you use C1 Q1, C2 Q2. So in this case, quantities, two quantities, that is 25 grams and 20 grams. And then also here you have C1. Only thing missing is C2. So C2 equals C1 V1, C1 Q1 divided by Q2. So in this case, here only key thing you have to focus on. Here the question says if you combine 25 to 20, that means the CQ2, the final quantity will be 45 grams. So therefore, Q2 will be 45 grams, and if you divide this, you get 2.7%. So after adding 20 grams of base to mixing to the lidocaine 5%, the new mixture will be a 2.7%. Obviously, it will be less percentage compared. This is a 5%. 5% is switching, becoming to 2.7%. Because what are you adding to this? You're adding base. So because of that, it becomes less percentage compared to the. So base, ointment base means ointment base has no medication in it. So that's the reason no lidocaine, just a pure base. So as a result of that, 5% diluted to 2.7%. How many milliliters of 10% stock solution needed to prepare 1 liter of 5% solution? A 250 mils, B 400 mils, C 500 mils, D 600 mils. So let's solve this one. Answer is C 500 mils. So here you can use dilution formula C1 V1 equals C2 V2. That means the left side equals the right side. So here we have C1, that is 10% stock solution, and we don't know how much volume we have to take it to prepare this new concentration. So now we basically, so we are calculating V1. So V1 equals C2 V2 by C1. So here already we know C2 5% and V2 is 1000 mils and C1 is 10%. So it gives you 500 mils. Therefore, correct answer is 500. If an injection contains 0.5% of weight by volume diltiazem, How many milligrams of drug are in 25 milliliters? A. 50 milligram, B. 100 milligram, C. 125 milligram, D. 250 milligram. The correct answer is 125 milligram. So let's see how did we get correct answers. So here question says 0.5% weight by volume. That means zero point 0.5 grams in 100 mils. So the question is asking for 25 mils is how much? So 100 mils has a 500 milligram because zero point 0.5 gram is equals to 500 milligram. So 500 mils contain 500 milligram, 25 mils contain how many? So then do the cross multiplication, point the arrow to X and this arrow here, and it gives you 125 milligram. That means 25 milliliter contain 125 milligram of diltiazem. Ventolin solution used for preparing 21 milliliter of 1 to 6 volume by volume. How much saline to add? Basically, this preparation of Ventolin is made in saline, normal saline. So the question is to prepare this concentration. How much volume of saline is added? A. 15 mils, B. 10 mils, C. 18 mils, D. 20 mils. Correct answer is 18 mils. So let's solve this one. The total how many parts? Totals 1 part plus 6 part. Total parts are 7 parts. So here 21 ml by 7. So each part is 3 milliliters. So Ventolin is 3 milliliters. Obviously, Ventolin is 3 milliliter. So saline is 21 minus 3. So 18 milliliter will be normal saline and 3 milliliter will be Ventolin solution. A liter of IV bag fluid is being infused. The rate of flow rate is 100 drops per minute. Using drop factor 10 drops per mil, how many hours are required to infuse this 1 liter? A. 1 hour. B. 1 hour 30 minutes. C. 1 hour 40 minutes. D. 2 hours 30 minutes. Correct answer is 1 hour 40 minutes. So basically, this is the formula for flow rate equals volume of IV divided by time to infuse. Volume by time. And then if you have a drift factor, you can use drift factor. So here you have a 1 liter, 1000 mils, and the time to infuse is 100 drops per minute. So here you have 10 drops per mil. So if you do that, there are 2 zeros, and then you have drops per drops, and then it would be mils per mils. So then your only remaining is 100 minutes. So 100 minutes is equals to 1 hour 40 minutes, which is divide 100 divided by 60. That gives you 1.4. How many millimoles of sodium chloride are present in 1 liter of 0.9% sodium chloride solution? A. 90 millimoles, 900 millimoles, 150 millimoles, 154 millimoles, and 15 millimoles. Correct answer is 154 millimoles. So let's solve how to do that. 0.9% means 0.9 grams in 100 mils. And then 1000 mils will be 9 grams, 10 times multiplied. And then apply the millimoles formula, which is milligram divided by molecular weight. So it gives you 9000 milligram, which is 9 gram, and molecular weight is 58.5 milligram per mole. So answer is 154 millimole. So 1 liter of normal saline contain 154 millimoles of sodium chloride. A pharmacist wants to use 2 lots of fluconazole ointment which contain 50%, 5% of fluconazole In what proportions they mix to prepare fluconazole 10% of 60 grams? Correct answer is 6.6 grams of 50% fluconazole and 6.6 grams of 5% fluconazole. Mixing them will produce new concentration 10% of 60 grams. So this problem can be solved by allegation method. So in allegation methods, always you have to arrange them and place the middle concentration, that is the desired concentration, the concentration that you are aiming to make that preparation. And then the left hand side, you place the concentrations that is already present in your pharmacy. So now, by using this method, you just have to subtract diagonally, like 50 minus 10, 40, 5 minus 10, 5. And how many grams you're preparing it for? You're preparing for 45, no, 60 grams. So for now, each here is 5 parts, and this is the 40. Total parts are 45 parts. So to prepare this 50%, you have to take, this is the 5% and 5 divided by total parts, like 5 and 40, which is 45 parts. So that gives you 60 grams. So therefore, that's it. This you take 60 gram. And then 40% you take 40 divided by 45, multiply with 60 grams, it gives you 53.4 grams. So this method is allegation method. Generally it is used for 2 or more than 2 mixtures of ointments or creams. If normal saline is to be infused at 100 milliliters per hour for 12 hours, what is the total volume of normal saline needed? A. 1 liter, B. 1800 milliliters, C. 1500 milliliters, D. 1200 milliliters. The correct answer is 1200 milliliters. So here formula is total volume equal infusion rate times infusion time. So here in the question, the infusion rate is 100 mils per hour, time is 12 hours. So if you do that, it comes to be 1200 milliliters. So therefore, your correct answer is 1200 milliliters. All right, with this top 25 math calculations, stay tuned and subscribe Pharmacy Prep channel for more exciting videos and questions and answers. Until then, take care and thank you.